Okay, I believe we're
All
live now.
right. Yep. Live at 5 once again.
Live
So,
at 5.
live at
I'm
5 from the west side.
part of my background now.
I know. Yep.
That's cool, huh?
You
I look like
you are
floating
part.
head.
Yep. So, all right. We already got Parkway in the house.
Parkway.
Slayer stopped in for a second just to say he wouldn't make the live, but he will rewatch it later. And
Yay.
then our wonderful moderator, Squatchaholic. She's already in here. And I guess we're just waiting for our guest.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, so, you know, we got no problem filling in some time. So,
Well, let's talk about the little friend you made.
the peacock.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah. Definitely not something I ever expected to find out there.
yeah.
That was, I mean, I did expect to see a deer, a mountain lion, a raccoon, a coyote, possum. Never a peacock,
Right?
but I'm pretty sure it's somebody's pet. I'm damn near positive,
Yeah.
100%. It's somebody's pet. I mean, right at the bottom of that canyon, there's houses that go up, and I'm sure someone has them as pets. And
Yeah.
one flew the coop. You know what I mean? So
Yeah. It wasn't me this time.
you know, I just
Yeah,
I don't
no
know.
kidding.
I don't know. It definitely wasn't yeah, bird magnet. I don't know. I've been told my entire life I'm an animal magnet. So, and I've always had weird pets, you know. Been able to make friends with big snarling dogs and stuff, and oh no, you'll never be able to pet that dog. And 5 minutes later, I'm rolling around, petting it, and it's licking my face. So I don't know, but I'm pretty sure that's somebody's pet. It was looking at me like it associated me with food. So
I thought he was gonna like block your exit and just let you have it. They were
yeah,
circling you, and I was like, "Oh man, just any minute now."
just that theory did cross my mind. But I think they would probably pick something that was a little more natural to the area.
Yeah.
Not something you had to send away for through the email. So, All right, Chris Marola's in the house.
Hey, Chris.
Glad to have you here, buddy. Glad to have all of you here. So, well, our guest today is supposed to be Lee, just a guy from nowhere.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think he might be using somebody else's email and computer.
Mhm.
That's just
I
what I
just hope
think.
I
But
sent out the email, like his email, the right way. I don't know if there was any caps.
no, I sent it to you just the way it's supposed to be sent.
Okay.
Yeah,
I just did exactly.
it was all lowercase.
Okay.
And hey, Max, how you doing, buddy?
Max, I emailed you, Max.
Yep. Check your email, Max. Lewis sent you an email.
Well, he sent something back, but I don't know. I think it's in code. I don't know what that meant. Was all that stuff. So we'll have to decode it later. I don't know.
You're gonna need one of those Green Lantern decoding rings from the 50s to do it.
You have to move it around.
Right. No.
Now I was trying to go live with him on his channel and then try to drag you into it, but I didn't get him in time. I guess he was probably busy.
Hey, Fletch, how you doing, buddy? So, yeah, I mean, not something I ever expected to see out there. That's for sure. It was
weird.
And another thing too is you look at last week's video, losing my marbles and going bananas. That's what I titled it.
Yeah.
I'm in that area. It's where I set the apple and I set the 4 colored rocks and the blue marble, or 3 rocks and 1 blue marble, and they're gone.
Yeah.
The apples are gone and they're gone.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm not even going to count this week as anything just because that bird was there. Obviously they can flutter up high enough to get onto a branch
Oh yeah, they can
to
do
roost and stuff like that. So I'm just going to consider it feeding the peacock this week.
that.
Um,
living
but
large.
I left the voice recorder out there again because I screwed up, and when I shoved it in the tree, I shoved it in like this. And when I did that, I pushed on the case, which then pushed on the stop button, and
I did the same thing.
it did nothing for an entire week except for 3 seconds. So
I hate that feeling. Come back and there's nothing on it.
I made sure just to hold it by the end, shove it into the tree, and not touch it.
Yeah.
So, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to have one night where it's just a lot of bangs and pops and
Yeah.
whistles and stuff going on from the fireworks. So,
Yep.
But it'll record for 68 hours. So
That's a lot of hours, and you have to listen to all that.
Well, that's just the internal memory. I could actually put a 126 gig memory card in it.
Yeah. Yeah. Mine too.
It'll run for probably freaking 2 weeks straight.
Yeah.
Till the batteries die.
Oh yeah, the battery died way sooner. Yeah. Yep.
Max is. Oh, where's Kevin? Oh, he's out feeding the peacock.
Again.
You know what? I don't know, man. I don't think it's going to last very long out there. Simply just because of the predators. I'm not including Bigfoot in this. I'm just saying about lions, coyotes,
Yeah.
raccoons. They're pretty vicious too, and they'll pull that bird apart pretty quick. Plus when I was out there, it was in the 90s by 9:30 in the morning.
It's hot.
Oh, yeah, and there ain't no water out there, and I'm pretty sure it ain't gonna do the 3-mile trek to the reservoir to get water. So, but all it's got to do is just go downhill, find its home.
Mm-hmm.
That's all it's got to do. So,
yeah,
I don't know.
That's why I thought I thought Kevin was done when he started walking around that entrance of the little bush area. I thought, oh man, he's done.
yeah, but I was trying to chase it off. Yeah,
Yeah, that would have been a pretty good video, though, wouldn't it?
All of a sudden, you're looking at a peacock. Next thing you know, I'm staring at a 9-foot freaking 1,000-pound Bigfoot.
Oh, gosh.
And you know what's funny and stuff is I was out there. I'm just thinking to myself, oh, I wish this bird would just go away. I wish this bird would just go away, because I had this picture in my head of just this black streak coming through the bushes and then that bird being gone. You know what I mean? One of the Bigfoots out there seeing the bird, running, snatching it, and keep going. You know what I mean? So
Crazy.
yeah, obviously it didn't happen, but I had a picture in my head that it was could go down like that. So I don't know.
I still got mine out there right now. My recorder still.
Yeah.
I hope it's still there. I mean, it's been probably. It hasn't been recording for the last few days, at least 4 days.
Yeah.
It's been out there for a little bit. I think it records like 4 days, so.
Yeah. That'd be cool.
Hopefully it's still out there.
Right.
All I did is tuck it down into a bush. That's it. I just put plastic bag around it and.
Right. Actually, you know what? I mean, I've already posted a video on what I'm thinking of doing next week. I'll just show people now too, in case they haven't seen the video yet. But I got this tub here used to have licorice in it. As you can see, me and my mother-in-law have polished off the licorice real quick. But it's clear. It's clear. And what I'm going to do next week in the second area that I've been gifting out with the bananas, I'm going to put the apples and the banana in that. So it's clear. They can see what's in it. They know it's something familiar in it. And we'll see what happens. I think it's going to go one or two ways. Either the entire thing is just going to disappear with everything in it, or it's going to be left there open with the lid off and everything in it's going to be gone. So, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. So I'm excited to get that out there and see what happens.
That is his email.
Yeah.
Yeah, because when you put your mouse on it, his picture comes up.
Mm.
So,
Well, like I don't think he's too leashed to his electronics.
Yeah, I think so.
Other than posting a video every once in a while to YouTube.
Well, it's kind of hard to get internet for somebody that's from nowhere.
Right.
Just a man from nowhere.
Right, just a guy from nowhere.
You can't get internet everywhere.
Right. So, and plus he's out on quite an interesting endeavor right now, adventure, whatever you want to call it. So I don't know. And plus the time difference, So I don't know. He confirmed. So
I've been watching a lot of that 411 stuff. That's pretty interesting.
It is interesting, you know what I mean? But when you get deep into it and stuff, it actually starts to creep you out.
It already does.
I quit watching it.
It freaks me out already. It's like people are just coming up missing.
I quit watching that stuff. You know, because I mean, we're both out in the woods. You know what I mean? I quit watching it, and it's not something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know it happens. I know it's a possibility.
Oh yeah.
I don't need to think about it when I'm out there. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah. Not good. Chris likes it. Oh yeah.
Oh. Yeah. Yeah, just kind of scrolling through the chat here. Cryptid559, glad to have you aboard, buddy.
I believe that, Max. You gotta take it seriously. Scary stuff.
Yeah, I know. I do take it seriously and stuff, but it's not. I mean, I try not to fill my brain. I know it's there and I know it happens. I just keep it in the back of my head. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I don't need to be thinking about that stuff when I'm out there. You know what I mean? It just puts you in a bad frame of mind and not thinking clearly. So, and at that point, anything can happen. You trip and fall on a branch and have that thing impale your heart and you're done. You know what I mean? So, just try not to creep myself out like that. So.
What the heck?
Yeah. I mean, Max he hasn't officially gone down this rabbit hole, but I think he's kind of leading towards that. I agree with Max. This isn't a proper word for it, but the woo part of Sasquatch.
Mm-hmm.
I have had really weird stuff happen to me.
What's up, 559?
So.
It's a Parkway.
Yeah, get a GPS panic button, right? Right. You know what? I think I mean, unless I was out in like the wilds of like Canada, I probably wouldn't hit that panic button. I would be mad at myself and probably embarrassed to hit that panic button out in an area that I'm at now because
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean,
That's true.
I should be able to get in and out of there no matter where I go, no problem. So, you know what I mean? And it's just, I don't know. So, I mean, I wear snake gaiters. I'm always watching where I step. So,
Yeah.
you know, it's just, yeah. Max is, well, I'm just standing on the edge of the rabbit hole looking in. Yeah, he's just going, boy, that rabbit hole sure looks deep. Wonder what's down there. Well, he's.
Oh, that's cool. You guys left 3 cameras out there? Oh man.
Oh yeah, Pictograph Mountain. That's where he's got there's a pictograph up there, man. It's got like
Yeah.
crazy looking horns and stuff like that. And
Yeah. Yep.
I was talking to him and stuff, and I mean, I spent a week on the internet looking for that particular pictograph.
Mm-hmm.
I found stuff that's similar,
Yep.
but it just doesn't match all the way, and he can't figure it out either. So
Is
they're
it the
thinking,
same one? It's on Survivor Man, Bigfoot. He found it, didn't he?
I don't know. I didn't see.
I
I
thought
don't
on the
remember.
episode he had it, and it showed a horns, and it's long. It was like really lengthy, like real long, and big feet.
Yeah.
And it was red. And some parts it was red.
Yeah, I think Cryptids was also done in red.
Yep.
So I don't know.
Yep. That's scary.
Yeah. Lori Jones, glad to have you in here. you could lie and say you butt dialed the panic button. I wasn't. I don't know, sir. I don't know why you're here. And, well, you hit it. We got a GPS signal saying that you were in distress. Well, oh wait, it's in my back pocket. I must have. Sorry, guys.
Yep, got it. Let me undo that.
That's a good idea.
Since you're here, I'll just go with you.
Since you're here, I'll just follow you guys out.
No problem.
Yeah, no problem. I'm sorry, guys. I'll buy you a cup of coffee. Yeah. We got Rachel from Into the Veil.
Rachel's here.
Just came in. Yeah. Glad to have you, Rachel. So, this may end up being a free chat, an open chat night, or
chit chat.
Yeah. So we were supposed to have just a guy from nowhere, and he's out on an endeavor to catch and release a Bigfoot.
Hey, what the heck?
So, yeah, I don't.
I was tripping out when I saw that light. Was that Into the Veil, or is that?
Are you talking about the Twitter flit that was flying around Rachel's head in the video?
No, the one that went poof, and it just lit up right there in the middle, and it took off.
Yeah, I think that was Ken's.
Yeah, it was Ken's.
Yeah, it was Ken Keen's video.
That right there was just. I've always heard about that, and I've never seen it.
Yeah, it was pretty intense. I mean, that whited out the whole camera.
Yeah,
that's how bright that was.
Yeah, no, nothing there, just nothing.
And then I think one of the past videos too, you see something flying, a little tiny, little light flying around Rachel's head a couple times.
Wasn't a lightning bug either.
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. So. Hello, Sharon Guy. Glad to have you here. So.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool video right there. Pretty scary.
Yeah, Max says that was Ken. Yeah, I don't think Rachel and Ken have gotten down to the bottom of that bright light yet. That was pretty intense.
Oh,
Okay, Rachel says Ken's here. He's driving while I socialize.
don't
Is
go
Ken
for the light.
is Ken driving to a taco stand?
Yeah, I bet.
Is he going to get tacos?
Taco sounds good right now. Gosh.
You know what? I'm just kind of doing my own thing for work right now, and the guy I'm working for owns a Mexican restaurant. He got me a burrito
Oh
for
yeah.
lunch the other day, dude, and I'm telling you, it was the best freaking carnitas burrito I have ever had. And I asked him where he got it, and I got it from my restaurant. And I'm all, your restaurant? What do you mean? He's, oh yeah, I own El Barrio over at such and such a street. And I'm going, no way. Wow. So I'm gonna have to go get another burrito.
Yeah.
That's for sure, because it was. I don't think I mean, it was massive.
I've never had
It
a
was.
burrito.
It was a massive burrito, and I think I polished that burrito off in probably 6 minutes.
Good grief. And there's a
It was
burrito.
that good. I was just like, yeah, it was that good. So
Yeah. The burritos down here are different than the burritos you see up there with back east.
yeah,
They don't have
yeah,
carne asada burritos like we have.
right,
Carne
right,
asada meat. They're like, what's that? What's carne
right.
asada? It's called good.
So, Bama Bigfoot, glad to have you in here. Glad to see you. And we have someone I've never seen before, Mitch Stockholm. He's got a good question. Should we answer that question?
Oh, I don't know. Should we?
Well, Mitch, it is a flesh and blood and a woo and everything in between.
Yep.
Because we feel that all aspects of everyone's experiences need to be heard.
Yep.
I myself have seen flesh and blood, and I myself have experienced the woo.
Yeah.
So there's people in the chat here also the same thing. They've experienced flesh and blood, and they've also experienced the woo. So we accept all and every evidence or stories or whatever you may have. We do not discredit anyone, and we try and cover the entire spectrum from one end to the other. So
It's like doing a puzzle and not doing the outer edge.
exactly.
Finished.
You know what I mean? Or it's like doing the outer edge and not filling in the middle.
That's right.
You know what I mean? So you try and fill it all in.
Use all the
There
puzzle
you go,
pieces.
Mitch. So, but anyway, glad to have you here, Mitch. So I hope you enjoy the chit chat tonight. Doesn't look like our guest is going to be making it tonight, but it is what it is. So I'm sure it's probably going to happen. So next week I will be going camping.
Oh yeah. You're gonna tell them the whole story?
Yeah, we're going to Big Bear.
Just tell them the whole story. Tell them.
Oh, well, my wife took off for a night and went camping in Idlewild, California with my daughter and some other family. She loved it. I got the tent out, I set it all up, I went out and I bought her a cot and all kinds of stuff and made sure that she was comfortable. And she went out there with my daughter and a bunch of other family. I did not go, but she came back and she's like, "We going camping from now on." So, okay, well, we'll deal with it, soon. And she comes out a couple hours later when she got back, and she's like, "Okay, we're going camping these days at this place." And campsite's already reserved, and I've already paid for it. There's no refund, so we have to go. So I get to go camping in Big Bear, California, with my wife and my daughter and some other family out there on Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday next week. Unfortunately, I will not make it to the podcast. And but I'm not going to leave you hanging. I've already gotten a guest host all lined up, and I think he's rather excited to help you guest host with the guest for that week. So he's already done a video on it. It's no big secret or anything, but Max Powers will be guest hosting Lewis with MK Davis next week. So there you go. I'm going to try and climb a mountain to find service with my cell phone, so at least I can be in the chat. So that's my plan. If I got to drive somewhere to be in the chat, then whatever. So that's what I'll try and be in the chat while I'm out camping, and I'll be taking all of my Bigfoot and gear and everything, and my voice recorder, and
the whole
doing some knocks, and I try not to do any howls or any kind of like vocals, just because the human voice just is never gonna. It doesn't have the capability of reproducing it properly, So I always try to stick to wood on wood, see what happens. I'll take the night vision and I'll take the FLIR. So voice recorder out there, and we're gonna go for 3 days, 2 nights. So.
You guys stay in a tent, right?
Yes. Yeah, I actually went out and bought a freaking 12-person tent. Everything's like 18 feet long, 10 feet wide, 8 feet tall.
We just have a place to park your car. That's good.
Yeah. Well, my daughter's going to be sleeping. It's like a 2-part tent with a door in the middle.
Yeah.
My daughter's going to have one side, and me and my wife will have the other side with the dogs. So
that's cool.
That'll give everybody enough room to have all their stuff inside, and it's pretty cool. So
don't forget your peacock repellent.
Yeah, I know.
No kidding, right?
I know.
Yep. You gonna take some apples out there?
Oh yeah. I'll take some apples out there, and I'll
put
them high up on a rock. So
that'd be cool. Yeah.
And this is I believe, if y'all go back to my way past videos, where I lost the 360 game cam. So this is going to be in that mountain range, but just a bit north of that area.
Mm-hmm.
And that area was actually west of Claudia Ackley's sighting. That's where I had my area, and
that's Big Bear area, not Lake Arrowhead.
Yeah, it was Fawnskin, which is right between Big Bear and Arrowhead.
You're right, yeah.
All the same mountains.
Yeah, it's the same mountain. But just the lake separates Arrowhead and.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that area between there too. I like that.
I like that area too, but what I experienced there, I'm not going back.
Yeah.
I'm not going back there. No.
It's had a bad feeling too in there, but
well, they're I can only put it this way: they are extremely defensive, borderline aggressive.
Mm-hmm.
They don't want people in there. I'll tell you that right now. So, but when I go into areas like that, I do things different. A lot of people will walk the ridges, the high parts. They'll stay at, the high road. I know that's where they go. That's what they want. And I will literally walk down in the valleys. And when I was out, I could hear one on one ridge and one on the other ridge. And they were almost leapfrogging each other as I'm walking down the canyons. So.
Where part of Sierras were you at, Mitch? Like what area? Down
And
by.
what part of Idaho are you from also? Because I have family in northern
Oh
Idaho.
yeah,
Yeah,
huh? Got a lot of
yeah,
questions for you now.
yeah. Oh. Let me throw it in case anybody doesn't know. I have family in northern Idaho. I have a completely separate channel called Northern Idaho Forest Ninjas, and I've had whistling contests. I've had tapping on the window at 4 a.m. that freaked my dog out. Big hand streaks down the window.
Dog will never sleep alone again.
Yeah. Well, he's actually, as soon as we got to the hotel that night, he was right back in his own bed. But
Well,
while we were at the house,
yeah, not in
he
Idaho.
wasn't having it. So go check that out. I only post stuff on there when I'm up in northern Idaho. My father-in-law has them on his property, so and that's where I quit using game cams. He's kind of got two hills. The house is
Northern part of
two
the state.
hills, maybe 50 to 75 feet tall on each side. And one night I'd hear running back and forth and stuff, and branches breaking. And on one hill, I'd go put apples out, and I put a game cam up. Well, then the next night they're on the other hill, so I take the apples and go put the game cam over there. The next night I put it back over there, and it went back and forth like that for 5 days. And I finally gave up and said, "Fine, here's the apples. I'm taking the camera."
Hey,
So
yeah, I'm from Sacramento. That's where I'm originally from, up north. But
Bonner
I
County,
got to Lake Tahoe all the time.
yeah, that's Bonner County is actually where my father-in-law lives. So, yeah, right next to Athol. So
you know where that's from? Where?
I know where Mitch is from in northern Idaho. Yeah, he's literally right down the street from my father-in-law. So,
Yeah.
he's right there. So yeah, you can go check out that stuff on my other channel, Northern Idaho Forest Ninjas. I've even got a landscaper there that pulled up. He's there doing gardening stuff for my mother-in-law, and he heard a big crack, big wood crack, and he was on a tractor. And he's like, "Did you just hear that?" And I'm like, "Hear what?" And he's all, "Sounded like someone took a baseball bat, hit it as hard as they could against a tree." And I'm all, "I thought I heard something like that. I figured you just ran something over." And he's all, "No, that wasn't me." And then so we're standing there. He's off, the tractor's off, and he's looking up on one of the hills, and there's two trees and this big black mass right in between it. And he squatted down. He's like, "Dude, do you see something up there behind those trees?" And I'm all, "Yeah, it looks like there might be something up there and stuff." And I'm all, "Looks like we may have a watcher." And he looked at me like, "Watcher?" Question mark. Like he kind of knew what I was talking about, but he didn't want to get into that topic. So, but after that, we went back to work, and he stopped by me again. He's like, every once in a while, out of the corner of my eye, just inside the wood line, I'll see this black streak run. It's like something's on all fours, black as black could be, and it's just a streak. Just every once in a while, I'll see it right out of the corner of my eye. And I'm all, yeah, they're wondering what you're doing. He wouldn't engage in the conversation completely, but I think he knows. So,
hello, Bale.
Bell Prepper, glad to have you here. So, nice, up at Priest Lake. So I know exactly where he is. Right next to Athol. I'm not going to give the entire location, but it is right next door to Athol, and it has lake in the name. So there you go. The people up there are weird. You know, I'm not. Let me reiterate that they're weird about the topic of Bigfoot.
Oh yeah.
Let me. They're not weird. They're the most wonderful people up there. The wonderful people we've ever met. That's why we want to move up there. But when it comes to the topic of Bigfoot, it's almost like they know about them and they just deal with them, and they're not going to talk about it.
Yep.
You know,
There's a lot of places like that, though. I find a lot of places like that.
Hey, you got Ken King. I made it all the way back without a taco. Willpower.
Yeah.
Yeah. Instead of a taco, you got a burrito.
Yeah. He wouldn't let you eat the taco on the way, huh? Eat the taco when you get home.
Right.
Now you got to share with the whole class.
Yeah.
Kelly's in here.
Yep. Now you got to share with the whole class. So I hope they have family packs.
That's right.
You know. So,
was it the 10, 20, 12 pack, right? 12 pack of tacos.
I could probably eat 4 or 5 myself, so you're gonna need a couple. You're gonna need a bigger pack than that.
Yeah. Maybe like a.
He got enchiladas. That requires a little knife and a fork.
Yeah.
So it's kind of hard to eat while you're driving. So.
Yeah, enchiladas. Yeah. That's not my favorite. Enchiladas are not my favorite. I don't know why. If I did have enchiladas, it'd be the green sauce ones.
Yeah, those are good.
Yeah.
My wife makes enchiladas. She does like a pollo asada enchilada, and then she'll just do like a shredded beef.
For the longest time, I couldn't eat the green sauce. My uncle used to transport. Well, we used to have to pick up dead bodies, and
Right.
I would have to pick up somebody that died in a garage, and he was on his back and very heavy. I thought he didn't have legs because when he opened the garage, the police were just sitting there, and I couldn't see his legs. I thought, no legs, oh boy, so we got to get him out of there. But it was tough. And then when we got him in the truck, some green stuff came out of his mouth, and it looked just like my green sauce I eat. And it totally destroyed it for a long time. And sorry, Ken, if you have green sauce, sorry. But I had to tell the story. It was really bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, Mitch, I know exactly where Spirit Lake is. I've actually taken my boat out there a few times, so I know where Spirit Lake is. I know right where you're at. So maybe next time we go up there, man, if you're up there, we'll have to hook up. I'll bring you out to the property and let you play with the Bigfoot out there.
Hey, I love frozen burritos. I eat them all the time. Good stuff, man. Just got to dress them up the right way.
Yeah. Well, it's funny and stuff. A lot of these live chats, when it's just chit chatting, always ends up towards food.
It does, because food is it's good. I like Mexican food.
Yeah.
When I used to live in Sacramento, I used to drive down here a lot, and the first thing we'd do, because we didn't have the Mexican restaurants there, like we have here.
Right.
And first thing we did, get a carne asada burrito, man, at this one place.
That's like my go-to. How do you screw up a carne asada burrito? You know what I mean?
The only way to screw it up is you bust the tortilla on the way in.
Right. But yeah, I mean, up north, farther up in the California, your Mexican food is a lot different than literally right on the other side of the border where you're at now. So
right, way different. Yeah, you have to use like regular beef instead of the carne asada meat.
Right.
Yeah, right. It's much different. I feel bad for the people back east, so I'm thinking, how can I email them or mail them a burrito overnight? just to show them what they're missing.
Right.
But
So Mitch Stockholm is on here. Says, I do bigfooting. I'm in mountains just northeast of Priest Lake in a huge valley. It's like Canada in this mountain range. Very squatchy. Well, put it this way, Mitch. You got Bigfoot in Oregon, you got Bigfoot in Washington, and you have Bigfoot in Montana. And well, for them to get from one place to the other, they got to go through Idaho.
Yep.
And I think the Idaho Panhandle is only like 80 miles wide. So it ain't that wide. So I mean, you're gonna see something. You know what I mean? But the ones on my father-in-law's property, I figured were just kind of passing through. But I went there the next year, and well, there they are. And then went there the next year, and there they are again. So they're just hanging out. So
yep. Water cover. That's all they need.
Yeah, and there's plenty of that. So
yeah, we need food, water, cover, and cell phone.
Yeah, I don't have that.
That's what we need.
I get absolutely no service up there. I actually have to drive down the street to the supermarket. I think it's like 3.5 miles to the supermarket to get cell phone service.
Yeah, there's no cell phone service where I go either.
But it's nice though, you just leave your cell phone sitting on the frickin' table inside and just go outside and do whatever.
People will have a heart attack if that happens. They'll walk in circles out there, be like, what am I doing? Where's my cell phone?
What do I do? I got no phone, I'm lost. Yeah. You know what I mean? I get it. I get it.
Cell phone here.
Yeah. So I love it. I mean, I go out there and
jokes.
Yeah. I spend 90% of the time my time out there in the woods or out on the lake or, something outdoors, Oh.
He's gonna go see it. Junior likes White Castle. I like White Castle. I like White Castle. I went down to my brother's house in Kansas. They had White Castle over there.
Well, so Mitch is on here, says, I think I've discovered where they stay year round, waiting for responses from people more experienced with this stuff. I've seen them twice. Well, keep working that area. Keep working that area, Mitch. That's what you got to do. You just got to find out where they are and keep going to that spot, and eventually they're going to start getting used to you being there. So, keep working that spot. That's your go-to place.
Yep.
Man,
I'm glad he saw him and I didn't. Oof.
No.
Hey, Max Power is putting out his email. Gmail.
Yeah, I think I'll see if Junior likes White Castle. I think Junior's gonna like anything you give him, Ken.
Heck yeah.
I'm surprised they even have any trees standing after giving him that can of freaking energy drink. I'm surprised it doesn't look like a bulldozer went through there and just knocked everything down. Hey, Pappy, how you doing, buddy? Glad you can make it.
Hey, Pappy, yeah.
Well, Mitch, as people know, I live in LA. We got family up there, and we go up there once or twice a year. So you can email me at the email address that Lewis is going to put up at the bottom here.
Well, I see. I'm slacking.
Yeah, slacking. So email me at that email address, and we'll get in contact with each other from there, and then we can chit chat further. You know what I mean? So
I'll put the other one up, but I can't put the other one up now. The other banner.
Right.
Because he's not here yet.
Oh yeah, I know. No. Yeah, I don't think he's. Yeah, I mean, people's schedules change.
Yeah, things happen.
It's a minute. So,
Especially when you live in the woods out there, sometimes you can't make it.
right. And especially on the endeavor that he's
Yeah,
on. So, I mean, he's trying to do this whole catch and release thing.
just tough.
And he's, I don't know if you've seen any his recent video about they built like this tarp shelter
Mm.
out there. And something got into it and stuff. And it actually, you know what? The way it got into it, it's like the top was like something had grabbed the corners and pulled it down. So it was at a V. And it reminded me exactly of when something got on to Chris Marola's deck
Mm.
and bit a scented candle. Yeah. Oh, and I was talking to Chris about that. And I'm like, no, it looks like something got up in the corner like this and pulled it down
Yeah, open
because
it up.
it was right. A bear is just going to stand up and push the whole thing in,
Yeah,
and it was
yeah,
pulled to the outside.
right.
And a bear would have trashed that place.
Oh
It would
yeah.
have rooted. It would have rooted through everything. Table and chairs would have been knocked over. I think only one chair was knocked over,
Mm.
and it had big bite marks in these big candles, these scented candles he had out there.
Ah.
So that's what their tarp structure looked like to me. And then I guess they had some wood poles
Mm.
holding up the roof. One of the wood poles ended up outside on top of the tent. So I mean, they had it like, the extra laying on the ground towards the outside with like a log on it. Well, it ended up outside on top of the tarp, so it didn't slide under it. And then two of the sticks were made into an X on the inside of the tarp structure.
Well, there you go.
And whatever had gotten in there, they had taken string and tied the loops, the eyelets, with string in a knot.
Yeah.
Whatever it was didn't rip it; it untied it.
Oh, yeah, and that's
So
what's going to happen too, Chris. You know that's nobody's going to admit to doing the DNA the right way.
all right, Mitch. We'll see you later, man. Glad you could stop by, and we'll be in contact.
You know,
Oh
they don't
yeah,
want to. They don't want to recognize it for
the
nothing.
DNA came back as black bear.
Oh crap!
Right. I don't think so. I don't think it was black bear one bit.
Oh
I think
yeah,
he sent that sample in. They tested it. It came back
right.
as unknown species.
Yep,
Figured out what area he lives in, and
yep,
just told him it was black bear
yep.
because that seems to be the go-to answer for
Yeah,
when they can't explain stuff. Well, it was
yeah,
a bear.
yeah.
So
And then he should write back and say, "Nope, it was a wolf." No, I'm just
oh, it was a wolf. I was actually in my car watching it do
yeah,
it. So you're
there
wrong.
you go.
So
You're
you're a
wrong there
liar.
again.
That would have been great. And it's like, and again, it's like all that the scat me and you found
Mhm.
out in my area, that odd scat. And now there's that first original pile that I found literally on the trail that I take to get into that spot.
Mm.
And now there's one closer to the main road.
Mm. Okay.
And it's right on the trail. So it's like, what do I do? Do I collect it? Do I send it somewhere? Who do I send it to? Are they going to do anything with it? Are they
Right.
going to lie to me? You know what I
Well,
mean? It's like,
you know they're gonna lie.
it comes down to, what's the point? You
Right.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
I
they're
mean,
definitely gonna lie about that.
yeah, I would love to learn about that stuff if someone wants to spend the $50,000 to get me a lab going.
That'd
I,
be cool.
I would be. I will learn about it all I can if I have the equipment and the facility to do it, and that's all I would accept.
Yeah.
I don't want nothing you think is a deer. I don't want nothing you think is a bear. I want something you think is Bigfoot. That's all we do.
Yeah, that's
You know
it.
what I mean? So Unfortunately, I ain't got that kind of cash yet.
No kidding, right?
You know, I mean, and someone's going to have to step up one day and do that. So,
That'd be good. Yeah, that would be cool.
you know, I mean, independently. That's
Yeah,
the only way we're going to get truthful answers, you know, is if someone with the cash and the knowledge to do it does it.
yeah. You can't rely on any scientist nowadays.
No,
Really,
no, not
you
at
got to
all.
do it yourself if you're going to do it.
Right, right, and to do it properly and stuff. I mean, you need
Yeah,
rather expensive equipment, so and a lot of training. So,
yeah. That means we'd have to put you in school, then
yeah.
buy all that equipment.
Oh yeah, I know. I mean, you're probably looking at hundreds of thousands of dollars at the end. You know what I mean? In
Might be
years,
worth it.
but it would. I think it would be worth it. You know, for all these people,
Mhm.
you know, all these researchers to have a solid, stable, truthful lab
Yeah,
that isn't going to discredit them, and they're going to take their sample. They're going to do this what they got to do in a timely manner and give you the truthful findings.
yeah,
You know, and then show how they arrived at those findings. You know,
yeah,
most of these labs and stuff, you send something in and it says possible Bigfoot, they'd probably just chuck it in the trash and be like, "Oh, well, we never received any sample." You know what I mean?
just
They're not. They're
yeah,
not going to touch it.
yeah. Another pin on the map. Yeah, that's the scary part about that too. That you're
Yep.
giving up your location too when you're telling it.
Right. Right. And I
That's
mean,
not.
if I were to run a lab like that, I wouldn't ask for location. I don't care. What
Yeah,
does location have to do with the DNA of the
that's
issue
right.
is the sample, not the
Yep.
location where it came from.
Yeah,
You know what I
exactly.
mean?
Yeah.
I wouldn't care about it. So it would be strictly over the sample, and that's it. So,
Crazy.
um, and Rachel's on here said, I don't know that DNA even has to be submitted to get pinned. You're right. They're
Yeah.
probably watching YouTube,
Yep.
and they're you post a video and you know where the signal came from, and then they track that signal and they follow you. You know, so who knows? Maybe that police car and that drone out there was
Yeah.
following me. So
Yeah. You would never know it either. Sitting up that high enough. I
you
mean,
know,
that cameras on those things are amazing.
he was a little bit off from the area, but
But still, yeah,
I
they.
have and I haven't seen that car or that drone up there before or after that day.
Yeah, I didn't see it that day we went out because I was watching for it.
You know,
And I was listening for
it,
drones too.
yeah, it hasn't been out there, so I don't know what to say about that. It's definitely odd.
Well, I know
You
my
know,
drone can go out 3 miles and do its thing and then come back, but like even a mile and a half is pretty far. You know,
right, right,
I mean, I can do mine without any satellite help, a mile and a half without
yeah,
any satellite
yeah,
help. But with
yeah.
satellite, it can do
Just
3 miles.
right. You just do your own little flight plan.
Right. Yeah.
Right, right,
And it's only the flight plan's only $20. And that's
right.
it.
This particular drone had someone behind the sticks.
Yeah, and that's
That's for sure because it pitched and then
yeah,
it just stopped. You
yeah,
know what I mean? And then it pitched again and
yeah.
it just stopped. I mean,
But see, you can get like a tablet and have it hooked up to the satellites already, and you can run that drone as far as you want,
right.
and you
As
can
far as
still
the
see
battery
it,
will take it.
and you can watch it at the same time. Mine is
Right,
different. Mine will lose satellite after a mile and a half, or a visual, and then the satellites will pick it up and finish the program and bring it back. But
right,
that one you're talking about, you can see it the whole time.
right, right.
Pretty
But
amazing.
back onto the DNA thing, Ken, as we know, is a freaking genius. The closest you're going to get for an answer is the female gene is human, male species unknown. So basically, oh, actually, and if you're talking about the what was her name, Melba Ketchum stuff, the whole I forget his name. His last name was Erickson. That whole deal was all funded by this Erickson guy, and he's been known to hoax stuff and all that other stuff. So it's really, that whole DNA study is really sketchy, along with everything Erickson has put out. And I think it's been proven that one of the facial visuals of a Sasquatch was actually of a Chewbacca mask. And they actually found the same Chewbacca mask online and compared it. And there's no doubt about it. So who knows? You know?
I like Chewbacca.
Yeah.
I like the Star Wars, man. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Science has admitted that there are ghost species that they're aware of but don't have fossil record of. Yeah. I mean, what science saying? They're finding 8,000 new species every year or something like that. Just different things. So it's only a matter of time. So
no fossil trail of Bigfoot.
No. I'm not talking about Melba Toast. No. Yeah. The Ketchum report to read was a good report. There's no clear way to do a peer review, right? It's like who do you send the report to for peer review? I mean, there's no one out there on the subject. They all just kind of, you bring up the word Bigfoot or Sasquatch and they run for the hills. Ain't touching it.
Nope,
ain't touching it. Ain't going there.
Nope.
So so what's going on here, Max and Chris? You guys hanging out together or what?
Huh. It looks like it.
Yeah, the government
hanging out with Max in his cave.
Right. Yeah.
His bunker.
Yeah, and his COVID bunker.
Yeah.
We should call it the COVID cave.
There you go.
Max's COVID cave. So
a CB COVID bunker.
Yep. Matt tried to avoid the feds.
Give up.
Yeah, I mean, that's what we need right now, man. We need someone to step up as a private resource for this topic and only this topic. You know what I mean? So, I mean, it's just, you're not going to find it in your mainstream universities or private labs. You know what I mean? So, it just, and it's a shame too. I mean, I think we probably could have had the whole discovery done by now. Had they just taken the evidence for what it is, not worried about where it came from, and just been like, hey, I don't know what this is. It doesn't match anything in the database. The only thing I can tell you is it's primate. So until someone steps up and does that, or someone finds someone that's willing to do that privately at a decent cost, because I know it ain't cheap for them to come back and say, "Oh, it was just a black bear."
Yeah.
Really? Because black bear have fangs, and I don't see any fangs in this candle.
That's right.
So, you know. Pappy says if they run for the hills, that is where they'll find the DNA source. LOL. That's right. That's right. You know. Well, unfortunately, it doesn't look like our guest is going to show.
No, it's already been an hour.
Yeah, so you know.
It happens.
Yeah, you know. Yeah,
so we get them. You know.
yeah. Eventually, it'll work out. So,
Yeah.
you know, he'll probably open up the email tomorrow and be like, "Oh man, I totally forgot about that." And send me an email going, "I'm sorry." So, yeah, it happens. You know, I mean, what are you gonna do? So,
Yep.
you know, who knows?
Good.
So, yeah, naps are good if you have time for one.
That's right. Heck yeah, I love naps, boy.
So, actually, right now, since Ken and Rachel are on here, I want to tell them about my experiment next week. I don't think they heard it. So,
right, tell them.
So, Ken and Rachel, this is inspired by you. I have this.
So this better work.
Clear bucket right here, and used to have licorice in it, but I have it because it's clear. Right, that's all that matters. It's clear. You can see what's inside it. Now, the new place that I've been putting the bananas and the apples, instead of putting them out there in the open, I'm going to put them in the bucket and see what happens. So, what do you guys think about that?
It's got to be good though.
Yeah, I mean, if it doesn't work, I'm blaming them because it opens. It opens really easy, but you'll need hands and fingers to do it. So you got to hold like the bottom and kind of pull on the top.
I told them it's going to be fingerprints too on there because they have greasy hands, oily hands. So it's going to leave something on there.
Right. So I was telling Lewis, either one or two ways it's going to go. Either the whole thing with the apples and the banana are going to disappear, the entire thing is just going to go away, or it's going to be left behind with the lid off and everything out of it.
Yeah. It's one or the other. Or it's going to be crushed and all this stuff's going to be eaten.
Right. They'll open it up, they'll eat everything and then get mad that there's nothing left in it and just step on it.
Yeah.
But I figured it was clear and you'd be able to see that there's actually something apple and banana in there, something familiar in it. You know what I mean?
It's a good idea.
Not just wonder what's in the bucket. At least this way it just doesn't look like a trap.
Yeah, that's what Barb and Gabby did. They used to, for a while, they were just putting apples and stuff everywhere around the stumps, and then pretty soon they put it in a basket, and then they hung it up on a string, and then put a plastic thing on the rope so that the raccoons can't climb down and get into the basket.
Right.
Or the rain won't get it wet.
Right.
Yeah. Apple pies and everything. Oof.
Right.
I would have ate it all.
You find that basket, you would eat it all too. Well, and you would have remembered every time. I wonder what's in the basket today.
Yeah.
Oh, look, apple pie. Yeah, score.
Yeah.
Barb's out there thinking, Bigfoot's taking her freaking apple pie and stuff like that when it's really just Lewis foot.
Yeah, untying it. I can't believe why are they untying the rope every time? They're tall enough.
Yeah, sardines, horseradish sandwich, Ken.
Oh, heck no. Oh my god, I won't not eat that.
Ken texted me the other night and stuff, and he said he was just eating a sardine horseradish sandwich, and I was just, yeah, exactly. That was, he couldn't see my reaction through a text, but
God,
yeah, no, I'm good.
I would have hit UG.
No, I'm good on that. My friend, I have a friend, he used to get them little packages of sardines and slather some mayonnaise and mustard on some bread and slap some of them sardines on there and just munch away on them, dude. It's like, dude, you're gross.
I put sardines out, and that's the day I got some action. But I know they like fish a lot. I like fish. They love fish. I know that.
Well, I mean,
But it's hard for me not to eat the sardines, though. I'll eat the sardines, but the other horseradish with that in a sandwich, I don't know if I could do that. That's strong stuff. The horseradish is strong.
and you know what? I mean, Ken and Rachel's area, your area, you have areas where there are fish. I don't.
Yeah.
I have a small reservoir that there's no fish.
Mm.
You would have to go to the ocean.
You need to try that out.
And I don't know. You know what
You
I
need
mean?
to try it. I bet you that's some great stuff to give them. They'll probably. You might not have a buck if you put fish in there.
I know, huh? And plus, I mean, I want to do the apples and the banana because it doesn't smell. It's not going to draw in all kinds of other animals. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. You don't want to do that.
So I put the sardines and stuff in there. I mean, I'm sure that smell is going to permeate through that bucket. And something's going to smell it,
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
yeah. Maybe you could pick your battles, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, which is why I'm putting it in that one particular area.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
I don't know. We'll see what happens.
I think they're more mad that I ate half the sardines.
Probably. Why is he giving us his leftovers, huh?
I figured, well, I better open one, just so they can see what's in there and let them smell it. And then before I got there, half of it was already gone. I'm like, hey, what the heck? I didn't think this one through.
I should have got 2 packs. I
should have got more. Yeah.
No. We'll see. I'll pick up the voice recorder that I screwed up last week and put that out. So, you know what? Now that I'm thinking about this, maybe I should just go out next week, just get the voice recorder, transfer all the files on the computer so I don't lose them, and then take the voice recorder out with the bucket.
Oh, hey.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I mean, you're gonna hear this.
Oh yeah, you can hear it.
You know what I mean? You're gonna know what that sound is.
Yeah.
So,
well, for them, they're gonna go crush it like that, and the blizzards pop off because they got big old hands, 12-inch hands.
Right. It's gonna.
Yeah.
So maybe I'll do that instead of putting that out next week when I get the voice recorder. I'll put it out the week after with the voice recorder.
That'd be good. It's a good
idea. What I mean? So that's what I'll do. So not this week, people. Next week. So.
Yeah, but this one coming up, at least you'll have something to put on here.
Right.
So you'll have something.
Yeah. So I don't know. It's going to have. Hopefully, if I didn't screw it up this time, I'll have 68 hours of audio. I don't know if I'll get through all of it, but I'll probably have to do it in sections. And
just get one of the sound things that does all the, because that's how I find mine fast.
Right. Well, you're going to have to help me out with that because I don't know how to cut up audio.
No, well, it's not. You don't have to cut it. It's just it'll come in sections. But what do you guys call it? Just
spectrographs or something.
and it'll show you where all the spikes are at,
Or
where
the
all
spikes are at, right?
where all the noise
Right.
is. You can just go right to
Right.
them instead of listening to that many hours. So you go nuts.
Right. Right.
No,
So,
I'll send you an app to it. I'll send you something.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, need to figure all that out. So.
Yeah. What?
Something spherical on it, so it'll probably draw the attention.
Oh, that what that is?
You know.
Okay.
Yeah, they seem to have a thing for spheres.
Oh, I didn't realize that. It's a good idea.
So, yeah, maybe I will. Maybe
It'll track them, right?
Yeah, plenty of balls around here.
CDs up.
Maybe
people hang CDs
because it probably reflects the light, and you'll see it flickering in the sunlight during the day.
Yeah,
and the roundness.
And the round,
yeah, I know several people have tried doing that. So
that's a good idea. Yeah.
Yeah. So
all right.
Pappy's here saying, Rachel, you definitely got junior food motivated now. That's for sure. So
I like California rolls.
It's probably the only sushi I'll eat, the California rolls.
Yeah, I like that. The crunch roll.
My buddy who used to live down here, lives in Reno now, and he took me. We went out there when he moved for a week, and he took me to a sushi place, and they had this thing that was like, I think they called it the King Kong. I don't know what it was, but it was like a deep fried seaweed with all this like California roll stuff in it. He said it was just like a California roll, but it was in a seaweed wrap that was deep fried
instead of the rice.
Right. It was so good, dude.
I gotta try that.
It was so. I don't know if they have them here, and I don't know what they call them here, but I know in Reno, at that one place, they called them King Kong roll or something like that. But it was good.
Yeah. Don't fall off, Oscar. You're gonna fall off.
Pappy on here says, get a Mylar balloon that says a gift for you.
Oh my gosh. We could have picked like 30 of them out there the day we went out.
Yeah. Happy graduation, huh?
A ton of them.
Yeah. I actually found another one too. This last weekend. I could see it in the distance, hanging from the branch of a tree. Another Mylar balloon hanging. So, I don't know. It's just odd that they're always found in areas of Bigfoot. You know what I mean? I can't say that it's Bigfoot doing them.
No, it's probably just happened to land there.
Yeah, exactly. It gets up in the atmosphere, and when it gets up in the atmosphere, the air pressure inside changes, so it starts to slowly come down, and
it's probably where the wind drift goes right through.
Wind currents, yeah, exactly. It just sits there until it floats around until it gets hooked up on something. So.
John, you got to stop eating those red vines too, Mister. Yeah, well, he's diabetic.
Yeah. 5.5 pounds.
Man.
5.5 pounds of freaking red vines. The only good licorice out there. Everything else seems like plastic. You know what I mean? Flavored plastic.
Flavored plastic. Yum. Yummy.
Yeah. No. Well, we are over our hour.
Yes, unfortunately. So.
Yeah.
I guess this is where we part.
Yeah, I guess so. If we don't call it now, then we could sit here for the
Oh,
next
yeah.
4 hours and chit chat.
Who's coming up next week? Do you know?
Hold on. Let me get my paper. I think, next week is MK Davis.
Oh, and oh man.
Yeah. So you need to
Yep.
send out your confirmation email and get
And
contact
Matt
and
do his
tell
homework.
them how it works. Yeah. Yeah. I think Max has been doing his homework.
Yep.
So yeah, Max is going to be the
Co-host.
guest host, the co-host for next week's MK Davis show, and I'll be out camping with my wife and kids. So,
Lucky.
well, I don't know. Am I lucky to miss the MK Davis show?
Well, you got to pick your battles. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You know what? I haven't been out camping overnight in a long time,
Yeah.
and this will
Yeah.
be the first time me and my wife have ever been camping. We
Whoa.
usually go find a hotel room or something and
Oh, yeah.
do glamping. You know what I mean? But
Yeah,
this
you'll
is the
do
first
just
time.
fine.
First time tent camping, but I think it'll be all right because we've got a new tent that's like 20 feet long, 10 feet wide, 10 feet tall.
And all you do is throw it in the air and it'll go pow.
I think all you do is you literally just unroll it, stretch it out, pull one end up, it clicks, pull the other end up, it clicks, and it pulls the center up. It says it goes up in like less than 2 minutes.
Yeah, it's called an instant tent, which is
Yeah, it's an
really
instant
easy.
tent. Yeah, you recommended that style to me, and we got one. So, and then we got our super padded cots.
Start coughing. Yeah, start coughing, Kevin. You won't have to go camping.
I'm sick. I can't go.
Can't go. MK.
You know what, Max? It don't work that easy with me. She would drag me if we had this all set up and she was looking forward to it. I'd be out there camping.
She's probably watching right now. You're in bad
Well,
rap right now.
I got the iPad out here, but she knows how to get on it on the TV.
Oh, Max, big trouble.
So,
she knows the plot.
Yeah. So I ain't getting out of it that easy, that's for sure.
Yeah.
But like I said, I'll go somewhere where I get signal and I can jump in the chat. So I'll be in here with Chris and Kang and Pappy, and Max will be in my spot, and it'll be a nice little role reversal, you know what I mean? So,
yeah, it was good. Oh,
well, people, Lewis, I think this is where we all part ways.
It feels so permanent.
I know, huh? It's only for a week. So, well, actually, it'll be 2 weeks for me. It'll be a week for you. So, obviously, you have contact with Max. You have his email and everything.
Yeah, if he lets me email him anymore.
Block.
Yeah.
Too many. Blowing up my computer, all these emails, man. I think it was smoking. Well, everybody, I will see y'all in 2 weeks.
And I'll see you guys next week.
Yeah. Lewis and Max Powers will see y'all next week with MK Davis.
Yeah.
And
yeah, Max, I'm gonna email you probably a little early, 4:30 or so we can chit chat. Yeah. That's all I do with Kevin all the time.
Yep. We just come on about half hour early and chit chat. And,
just get warmed up. Stuff.
Well, I don't know. My dog's snapping at one of the cats.
Oh.
That's what that was. So, well, I guess I should probably go let the rabbit out to run around because he's probably sitting by his door ready to come out. We're late. And my wife is waving at me that dinner's ready. So,
All right. Thanks for stopping by, everybody. Appreciate you all.
yes. Thank you all, everybody. Max Powers, you have fun next week. I'll try and be in the chat. And we'll see you all next time.
Farewell.
Till then, happy hunting.